Hey there, it's Alex, and welcome. I've been messing around in Elden Ring, and it turns out there are many strange, cool, and unorthodox ways you can play this game. Perfect. So I'm gonna show you some of my more abnormal builds I was rocking during my playthroughs. These are maybe not going to become the meta, but it's an open world game, so my main goal is usually just to have some weird fun with it. The ultimate hardcore player pugilist build, two-handing your hands to brutally pummel your enemies to death. How exactly does one two-hand being barehanded? Well, From Software simply said yes. These double fist combos are abnormally satisfying, and you can even block and guard counter from the stance. With this playstyle, you don't even need to worry about acquiring and upgrading all those unnecessary weapons out there, because you already have the disputable best ones already attached to your arms. Don't you just hate it when you get soap in your eyes? Shout out babies. Well, these big dudes hate it as well. The magic bubble spell might not be the most battle-ready incantation out there, but it sure can sting. They float, they pop, you can't really aim them too well, but they got it where it counts. So if you want to annoy and also tactically decimate eyeballs, consider going full-on Bubble Mage. Now who said you have to be sneaky to put targets to sleep? Bow users can get right up into the mix and inflict a nice nap mid-combat. These sleep arrows can be purchased or crafted, and with enough farming, you can plan to play as a full-on slumber archer. After the target drifts off, it's best to quickly wake them, because, you know, they were just trying to kill you. They're so cute when they're all tuckered out. If you have nothing in your main hand and throw a decent weapon into your offhand, you can utilize the L2 kick to break through shields and follow up with some decent damage. All of those numerous shielded enemies out there just got a big nerf straight from your foot. However, you with shields got a massive buff, not only because how incredibly good guard counters are, but also jump attacking with a shield is surprisingly strong at breaking stances. They always say the best offensive defense is a good defensive offense, right? Now I just need to figure out a way to have 3 shields equipped at one time, and then there's no stopping me. Who doesn't love good old plunging attacks? But what about double plunge attacks? Power stancing 2 of the same weapon and chucking yourself off of cliffs might be the most barbaric way to initiate combat, but sometimes that's the best approach. However, this playstyle does have one very important fatal flaw. There's something oddly satisfying about holding out a massive metal pointy object and haphazardly running yourself into stuff on horseback. Having a lance weapon's strong attack held out while riding does periodic poke damage followed by a comical upward launch. If you ever wanted to frequently get your medieval joust on, try this out. If you manage to wrangle yourself onto one of those giant stagecoach things, well, there's a lot of fun to be had up there. I took a super slow tour around the area enjoying the scenery, but also sniping stuff as I went. If you get up there, just make sure you got plenty of arrows stocked up or some spells to sling, or the fun will come to an end. More usually just for illumination, the torch can actually do some work if you use it on the right enemies. These annoying poison-pooping plants, for example, stand no chance against the power of my mighty fire stick. Also, a lot of the bosses so far are in abnormally dark areas, so light up the place and kill them at the same time. The heavy meteorite fragment item is crazy strong at blasting entire groups of enemies. I don't really have much else to say about this one, just look at how good this thing is. And very last, we have the most chill build of the bunch, just sitting back and letting your summoned spirits do all the work for you. These are like having your very own spawnable jolly cooperator, but these ones will not just abandon you or die immediately after a fog door. You're not totally in the clear when these spirits are active, but they're enjoyable to watch while they last. And with all that, those are just some of the more abnormal ways you could play Elden Ring. But the best news is, this is barely anything in the grand scheme of the full game. Sweet. I will have to regularly battle, actually effectively killing things and just goofing around when this comes out. It's hard to argue with fun though, and I had a blast exploring just the small sliver of mechanics the network test had. Now before I close this all out, let me know what kind of build popped into your brain while you were watching this, and I might just steal it and play it for myself. Thanks for checking this out today, hope you enjoyed. This has been Alex, and I'll see you soon in the next one.